In the only building this franchise has ever known. We're at the home of the Texans. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're off and running from Houston. Has this at the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. They go play action with Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack while the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
Big play to start the game. Defense comes out firing. It's second and long. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Third and long for him here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kobe Durant has it. And the Ravens will take over as he records his first interception of our season. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he got what he could there. Call it about 4 yards on first down.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Another run for Henry. Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Quick pass right side, complete. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal. I know it's early, Brock, but that felt kind of big. A lot of momentum generated from that turnover was about to disappear if they didn't convert.
Yeah, there actually is some pressure on this opening series to score. I know pressure's a privilege, but that turnover gave them some early momentum, but it won't just disappear if they'll fail to score.
And he runs it across, touchdown! The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Oh, and it's no good. Just his second missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. You know, probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. Stroud off of play action. It's his running back. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
5 still to go here. This is second down.
19 Texans. Already.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Pass caught by Tate-Dell. And he has him right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be first down Houston. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was hoping to get it to Tate-Dell there. And now it's second down.
Hey, we're no more. Here we go. 18. What's that?
Here's Stroud again. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kobe Durant has it. And the Ravens get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
Hey, we know in this league, takeaways are a big deal. But you get an interception and chunk yards with it, that is a gold star effort.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10.
Already.
Flying down the middle with Henry. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up second and 2.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Running once more with Henry. They pick up a yard. Still need one more, though. Third down coming up.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown.
These touchdowns on the season haven't all looked the same, but boy, has he made a habit of scoring touchdowns on the ground.
Lamar and the offense staying out there, Brock. They're trying for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jordan Fuller comes up with it. And they'll take him down here right at the 8-yard line.
Texans nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So they didn't call on him following the touchdown, but they do call on him here as he sends this away. He'll begin his return from the 11. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. From the gun, a give to Miller. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And they limit the damage, just a few yards on that game. Malachi Starks read that nicely. He makes the stop.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
All right.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's got it. Complete to Collins. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Here we go. Let's go. Hey.
Now it's Stroud on the keeper. Gets it to the 15. And he's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. Now we set up with a 1st and goal when we return. 12-0 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. Time for our 2nd quarter. The Texans with a chance to score.
All right. At 18. Let's go.
Working inside the red zone. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Throwing is Stroud. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Bronk, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Stroud and the Texans looking to tack on 2 more.
The Texans will line up for
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's got a man, complete. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down to the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Rasheen Ali on the return. Showing a little burst so far. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just 1 play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1 play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st down, here's Lamar. He rolls to his right. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
It's a gain of 25
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
It'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Hey, move!
Offensive line fast. Gets it again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens go up by 12. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So at the 20, here's second and 10.
At 18.
To the air, Stroud. That's brought in by Miller. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Here we go, third and less than a yard.
Hey, south. Here we go.
From the gun, Stroud. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
On their own side, but only need an inch or two here, so they're going for it.
Hey, Uno Mars.
Again, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And that short gain is enough for a reset it down. Offense in a hurry up here.
And the Texans, first down.
11.
First and 10 at the 30.
First down throw by Stroud. Finds him on the crossing route. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
At the 42-yard line.
First down from the 42.
Oh, ready. Tony. Buggy.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
On the quick, right?
Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Running once more with Miller. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7.
118. What's that? 19 Texans. Hey, check.
Stroud's going to throw for it. Into the hands of Dell. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And they're going to be sacked with 1st and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Thought he had a touchdown there. It's 2nd and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions.
Touchdown, Houston. The Texans making a one-score game before halftime. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners. There'd be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
Throwing again, it's Stroud. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Ali to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar off to play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now he takes it. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
The 26-yard line.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. Gets it through the middle. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st and 10 now from the 46. Now Jackson. We've got a screen to the running back. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Jackson looking to throw. Setting up the running back screen. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. Final timeout called by the Texans. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Now Jackson on third down. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's good for Baltimore.
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Tyler Loop after the Ravens to attempt this field goal. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. Loop knocks it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Amy Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Ali to return it. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken. Down.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half, and that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
From the gun, Jackson. Short pass brought in. Fights his way through a tackle. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. They'll take second down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's out in the clear. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. From the pistol, Henry. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run, and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Changing it up here, Jackson. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down, Ravens.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And that's good for a gain of 5. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Henry. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
Hey, Alpha, shot! What? You.
Shotgun snap to Jack. Side is napped by Bateman. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Real quick, ready?
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there.
Hey, Ozzy! Come on! 180! Ready, shot! Ready, shot!
They'll throw for it. Flushed out of the pocket. Making the call himself. It'll be the first and more. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
They'll try and punch it in. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
They go to him again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on first down, they go right back to the ground and score just one play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that first down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Starting from the 5. He'll head out of bounds on the return.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Why, Tony?
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Oh, hey. 18. What's up?
Stroud to throw again on second. Hits his running back. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. We've set it down from 37.
First and 10 at the 37.
Stroud off the play fake. Headed out right. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they face second down.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
He puts some air under this one, right side. This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
The analytics are pretty clear.
That was
It's
crazy.
hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Again, Stroud. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans start the second half with some needed points. Nico Collins with the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Here's Strand again. Nothing doing on that two-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. Well, Brock, I know you're fond of referencing the great sport of baseball. That is 3 strikes for them, going for 2, and frankly, pretty surprising they even tried it a third time.
Yeah, I'm out. Yeah, I'm officially out on this, and if we get a golden sombrero, I may walk right out of this box.
And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10.
Return.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. So we hit the end of the third quarter. The Ravens have the football, and more importantly, partner, a solid lead. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Alphas, what?
Play action now with Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Vacates quickly left side. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day. And he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the 1st down.
Oh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32.
Under. 19 Texans. Why Tony?
From the gun, Stroud. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion.
Hey, Uno. Here we go.
Shotgun now for Stroud. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long.
18. What's that?
To the air on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th.
Alert the hot.
Desperation time here. comes. This is Noel. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Offense in the hurry up here.
And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
19 Texans. Why Tony? Hey.
First down throw by Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Unable to find Jalen Noel with that one. So second down coming up.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Hey, uno. Oh, ready? 18. What's that? 11.
To the air yet again. It's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now third down.
Alert hot.
And dose of the hurry up here.
19 Texans. Hey, south. Hey, Uno Mars. Alert the hot.
Stroud off of play action. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And that's really one of the only things this offense couldn't afford to see happen, Brock. It's fourth and long.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
They run it with King Henry. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's second and 13. The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up. Houston calls it second timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. Got to figure out this third down here.
Sit on. 13. No.
Here he goes, third and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. How about that play, Brock? On third and 14, they find a way to convert.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Hand off now to the receiver. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
Just keep on continuing the evolution of wide receivers as runners. You know, that used to just be a gadget play, Kate. But then you see it more and more between the 20s, and now we're seeing it even in the red zone. Get your playmakers the ball.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. This one's caught. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Oh, and it's no good. Just his second missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So now after his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. Has it at the 11. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Texans to the line. First and 10.
Why Tony?
Back to throw. Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
It's now second and 19. At the 19-yard line.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. It's a nickel set for the Ravens. Third down.
It's now third down and long.
On the ground again with Mixon. Again, his number is called, and the defense read it once more, shutting him down. That brings up fourth down.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers going to win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners, as we'll see you next time from Houston.